The root of all problems is economic problems. Hello everyone, this is Cynthia, who views the world through the lens of economics. And today we continue to understand our real-world phenomena through economic principles.
Do you know who the richest women in China are right now? Previously, we mentioned that the domestic wealthy class is undergoing a significant reshuffling, but there are a few women who, no matter how the rankings change, will not drop from their positions. Fox also stated that most wealthy women in Europe and America inherit family businesses, while many of China's rich women have built their fortunes from scratch. So today, let's talk about these low-key yet wise wealthy women in China. In 11th place is Yehenala Chen Lihua, who is 83 years old and has a net worth of 29 billion yuan. Just from her name, one can tell she is a descendant of Empress Dowager Cixi. She is the chairwoman of Fuhua Group, known as China's top landlord, owning several business districts in Beijing and earning billions in rent each year. However, she also comes from a humble background. Although born in the Summer Palace, she had to drop out of high school due to her family's financial decline and started working in a furniture factory to support her family. She was particularly resilient and straightforward, quickly becoming the best maintenance team leader in the factory. Afterward, she ventured out to start her own furniture business. Because of her royal lineage background, when she introduced herself in discussions, she was often given face and respect. So, at the beginning of her career, she searched for antique furniture and sold it in the top-tier wealthy circles in Hong Kong. With the money made from these sales, she invested in real estate and saved her first pot of gold. Later, she founded Fuhua Group, and now Chen's assets are spread across the globe, with commercial real estate in Beijing alone exceeding 1.5 million square meters, unmatched in its ability to generate income. As a result, she has repeatedly claimed the title of China's richest woman. In 10th place is Fan Hongwei, the chairman of Hengli Petrochemical, who is 57 years old and has a net worth of 32.8 billion yuan. His family is currently the wealthiest in Jiangsu, and he is the owner of Hengli Group. Fan Hongwei was born into a well-off family and did not face much hardship growing up. He also performed well academically. After graduating from university, he worked as an accountant in a state-owned textile factory. At that time, Chen Jianhua, who is 4 years younger, was still working on a construction site. Coming from a poor family, he had to drop out of school before finishing elementary school to work. During the booming textile industry in Suzhou in the 1990s, Chen began doing small business to make ends meet, traveling to the countryside every day to collect silkworms and selling them at the textile factory. This handsome young man soon met a beautiful vendor, and the two quickly fell in love. However, their differences in social status and age led to much scrutiny, but they eventually disregarded all opposition and were together, with Fan resigning shortly after their marriage to join her husband in entrepreneurship. Fast forward over 20 years, the couple developed Hengli into China's third largest privately owned enterprise and one of the world's largest producers and manufacturers of chemical fibers, with a revenue of 732.3 billion yuan in 2022, even surpassing Huawei and closely trailing JD.com and Alibaba. They are often referred to as the Condor couple of China's business world. Ranked 9th is Cheng Xue, the second largest shareholder of Haitian Flavoring and Food Company. At 53 years old, her net worth stands at 37.1 billion yuan, earning her the title of Queen of Workers among the Chinese. Throughout her over 30-year career, she has always been an employee. The reason she has amassed a fortune in the billions is due to her strategy of investing all her assets into purchasing shares of her own company. In the early 1990s, upon graduating from university, she secured a stable job at the Haitian soy sauce factory, which was still a state-owned enterprise at the time. In 1995, as the company underwent restructuring, management decided to transfer 70% of the state-owned equity to employees. Cheng Xue immediately tapped into all her savings to buy 15,000 shares. Later, in 1999, Haitian issued an additional 800,000 shares, and Chung purchased over 180,000 shares herself. In eighth place is Zhao Yan, the richest woman in Shandong and the chairman of Huaxi Bio, who is 58 years old and has a net worth of 39.2 billion yuan. They say that money is easiest to earn from women, and Zhao can definitely be considered the second best woman in the world at making money from women. She controls nearly 40% of the global hyaluronic acid market, and both major medical institutions and well-known beauty giants, such as L'Oreal and Estée Lauder, rely on her raw materials to produce their products. Notably, Huaxi has consistently maintained a gross profit margin of around 80%. After being publicly listed for many years, Zhao still holds nearly 60% of the shares, with a tremendous flow of cash pouring in daily like a raging river. In seventh place is Zhou Kunfei, the richest woman in Hunan, who is 54 years old and has a net worth of 43.5 billion yuan. She is the chairman of Lens Technology, known as China's Glass Queen. Zhou Kunfei was born into a truly farming family and due to poor family conditions was forced to move south to work at the age of 15, starting out as just an ordinary assembly line worker. However, while others were resting or sleeping, she attended night school at the nearby Shenzhen University. Through her studies, she quickly earned recognition from her superiors, who promoted her and introduced her to the latest technology in glass silk screen printing, which became an important turning point in her life. In 1993, Zhou Kunfei began her entrepreneurial journey in the glass silk screen printing business and earned some initial profits. When the Asian financial crisis hit and everyone else was fleeing, she used her earnings to buy equipment and started a watch glass production line in a small factory in Shenzhen. After 2000, as the mobile phone industry rapidly emerged in China, Zhou naturally found herself at the forefront of the industry. She later founded Lens Technology, secured orders from Motorola, and quickly gained fame. In 2008, she successfully entered the Apple supply chain, starting to manufacture screens for Apple. Additionally, major domestic and international consumer electronics giants such as Huawei and Samsung are also her clients. After years of development, Lens Technology is now the largest supplier of touch glass panels globally. By 2015, the company's market share for mobile phone screens had reached 50%, meaning that for every 2 smartphones we see on the street, one likely has Zhou Kunfei's screens. Now, she has set her sights on expanding into the new energy vehicle market, specifically producing glass for central control screens and charging stations. She has already established partnerships with over 30 automotive companies, including BYD, Tesla, BMW, and Volkswagen, tapping into a significant market opportunity. So, while others are complaining about economic downturns, Zhou Kunfei stands once again at the forefront of the industry. When asked for advice, she says there is no stagnant market, only outdated mindsets. As we look at these powerful women, it's clear how formidable they are. We are yet to see what extraordinary qualities the next 5 women on our list possess. Take a deep breath and prepare for what's next. We'll continue this discussion in the next installment.
Okay, this concludes all the contents of this topic. Thank you for listening. This is Cynthia. If you have any insights about our topic today or economic phenomena you would like to discuss together, please feel free to leave comments or contact us directly. Our team are looking forward to learning from you. See you next time.